Okay. There's nobody in here as yet, but that doesn't matter. Good morning to everybody or anybody that is watching or tunes in at a later date. What I'm going to do today, whether you guys watch or not, is I'm going to decorate this cute little suitcase album. It's from Scrapbook & Co. and it has so many pockets and bits and pieces and things in it. I honestly don't even know if I have enough papers and stuff for this one. I am going to Paris later in the year, which I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually going to lots of places in Europe, but one of those is going to be Paris. And Paper Rose brought out a new collection called Coffee in Paris, and I thought that would be really cute to start doing this album in. So I've got the 12 by 12, I have the 6 by 6, I have some embossed die cuts to decorate and some cut aparts, and I honestly don't think I'll probably get to all of it today, but like it's going to take me a while. It's going to be like a 5-parter to get this done, but I'm going to give this a go. So these are the 12 by 12s, which I'll probably start off with. Look at that red, it's bright. I love red. I'm more neutral, croissants and all sorts of things. Right away, I think this is probably going to be my front cover. It's just so pretty. But anyway, let's keep going and having a look at the papers so that you guys get to have a look at them. Look at these little sweet boys and girls in black and white. I love black and white. Oh, I like this one too. Okay, if you're out there and you can chat, let me know which one you think should be my front cover. Blues, some envelopey bits, some cute bits. Now, I'm definitely going to be out of papers before I get very far into this, and then they're going to repeat. So let's start off thinking, what am I going to have on my front cover? Now, I love the Paper Rose papers for the mini albums. They're a sort of a gloss finish, so they're really nice to work with. Like, I love that. Because it opens the other way, I feel that this would be the best choice for the front of it, but it's not as bright and pretty, is it? Can I have it off to the left? Can I have it off to the right? Let's think about this. That's choice 1. Choice 2. I think it will be choice 2, because then I can always put a photo at this section here at the front as well. I wonder if, yep, that is going to be it. So that's where we're going to start. As simple as that. I had some people in my workshop recently doing a mini album, and they're like, "Nah, where do I start? What do I do? Where do I go?" And I'm like, just pick the biggest sections first. Pick the biggest pieces that you want to cover, and start from there and work your way out. I kind of want a little bit of that. Now I'm going to measure this top, see where we come in. So we're going to want it about 8 and 5/8. 8 and 5/8. Let's go with that. 8 and 5/8 and 10. Let's go 10 3/4, and we might then cut it down. So I'm just going to go from the outside edge of where I want this to start, and then go 8 and 5/8. So that would be about there. Let's just check that we've got that semi right. And then, what did I say? Nope, I have to go back and measure again. 10 3/4, and then I'll probably take a smidge off. So 10 3/4. And there, I don't want to cut it halfway through there, so I'm going to go just above there. And then come down. Sorry, I'm sniffing. That's an awful sound. Just realized I am. I've just come out into my craft studio, and it's really quite chilly out here today. And I can't have the reverse cycle on. I can only have the little heater. Oh, look at that. There we go. Front cover done, people. Or do I want a little... do I want that double matted? And what colour would I do it in? I'm thinking... Sorry, lots of thinking here, hey. What I'm trying to decide is whether I want to do like a matte. It's not going to be a printed paper. It will be like a solid colour around the outside edge of this, just to give it a bit more oomph. And that's not something I had thought about previous when I sat down. So I'm just going to put that piece aside for a second and think about that while we think about our binding. So it's going to be about 2.5 wide, and this is not going to be wide enough. I was thinking maybe, but if I do have it double matted, it will work, because it will. And I like that bit that's left there. So I'm going to cut that down to 10 3/4 and call that my spine for now, while I still think about, oh, why am I having so much trouble with my fingers? They're cold, that's why. And there we go. Okay. I'm going to worry about the back last. I don't know about you guys. I always worry about the back last. Now, I love this. Love, love, love. And I think that's what is going to go on that inside bit to start off with. And hopefully that piece I can use somewhere else. So I'm going to cut the spine, the strippy bit off there. And now, if you don't know Paper Rose is a Australian company. They have some beautiful papers. 8 and 5. Whoops, I can't talk and cut at the same time, obviously. So that's going to go, and I'm going to just pencil. And Scrapbook & Co. is also, it's a very small owned company. She hand makes all her albums, so all of the albums she makes are very loved, and she does an amazing job. So, and I'm going to stick that one in. I love it. Done. Oh, look at that green on that side. Oh, golly gosh. I do have more than one lot of this 12 by 12 paper, because I knew I was going to need loads of it. So I will get a chance. I have 2 of the 6 by 6 packs and 2 of the 12 by 12. And I can always order some more, knowing that I am probably going to need more for this. It's definitely not going to be a 1 hour project, that's for sure. And there we go. I will probably come back later on and do some little pieces of black and bits and pieces around there. Now these albums, look, they open and open and open and open with loads of bits. There's so much love and care in them. This bit, okay, that goes there. Oh, that comes off there. So I will probably use some of the 6x6 papers for that piece. Now I do need to put those on my front and my spine. I'm just putting them up there at the top so I don't lose them. Thinking so that whatever goes under here could probably be something in the neutrals range. Look at all these little taggy bits. Oh, this red. Coffee takes everything possible. Maybe this one. This is going to have photo mat on it, like definitely going to have quite a bit of photo mat, and because that's going to go on the top. So I have a Paris album to do. I also have a Disneyland album to do. So I think I just got a neutral there. I am going to have to bring in some pieces that are not patterned at some stage. Is everybody crafting along today? What are people doing? Like, what are people up to? Let me know. I do have the chat open, I believe. And where did I make my little mark? You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I'm way over here. This album's too big. It's taking up all my space on my... So a bit that I like or prefer better than the others. So I'm just going to, rather than using the ruler and measuring out, I'm just giving myself a little sort of line there so I'm not having to measure everything out. You sort of get used to the size of each of the pages eventually. So I'm thinking if that goes there, that's got a little bit of pattern and whatever goes on the front. And as I said before, it's probably the 6x6. So we'll see what goes there. Not sure if I like that or that. And then, of course, we've got all of these. That's what I've definitely underestimated how much of the papers I will need to get this job done, because it's going to take loads and loads and loads of paper. Kind of like that with... So what I'm thinking here is inside here is going to be probably a photo mat. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be a 5x7. So that's a 5x7 there, but I could cut out that section and save the paper. So inside that 5x11 area, and on this one, see, I like the black border, so I'll probably go black border there, and then a strip underneath that will get decorated. So what I'm going to do, I want too many of the colours. I want too many of the colours. I'm just going to mark this. That's the top and the bottom. Can I see where I marked? Yep. And then I'll show you, I'll bring my trimmer in. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. So the photo mat will go in the middle of that section. So that's section 3 and a bit. So it's going to go somewhere here. And then on my trimmer, between those lines, so I've got a line here and a line, don't tell me I've lost it, a line here. And I'm going to go in 3/4 of an inch and line up with the lines when I can see them again. I know they're there. Yep, got it. So there was a line here and there. And then along that line, I'm going to go all the way across here, but come in 3/4 of an inch. So that's an inch into this space here. And do the same on the top. And then flip it. I'm going to come in. So this is on my 3/4 of an inch line. And I am going to go from there to there and take out this. Now that will be good for a 6x4 photo mat. But when I bring my album back in, that will be able to go there. If I've lined everything up perfectly, that will go over the top, so you're not going to see the hole, and then that will go there as well. So we have a nice little hole for a 5x7 photo mat. We only just made it the right size, but that's good. Now the other way you can do it is you can, I always like to do it on the opposite side, hand draw around your photo mat on the back side of your paper, and then make sure you're cutting in like 1/2 an inch or 1/4 of an inch around. So that is going to go roughly. Now, similarly, I've got this tiny little line of green on this, so I'm just going to trim it off. It's only just like a bee stick, not even a bee stick. I don't even know, where did the term a bee stick come from? Who would know? Hi! Yes, this is going to make a cute travel album. So what are we planning to do tomorrow? One of the people in the chat, if you're wondering what's going on and you can't see the chat, is coming to a workshop tomorrow. So what are we going to work on tomorrow? Is it going to be your Europe trip, Belinda, or is it going to be something else that you're going to work on? I got the paper rose order in, so we've got loads and loads of new stuff in. Yes, I think that will be all right. So I'm thinking, I know it's very brown at the moment. My friend Cal would love it. Very brown at the moment, but I'm thinking like we've got all of the embossed die cuts and things. She's working on her Europe trip, guys, she said. So like, I haven't decided yet, but like, you know, I've got all these cute embossed die cuts and things, so I will be able to add some bits there, like, you know, maybe over there, or you've got your Metro bits and pieces. So I've got all these cute bits and pieces. Oh, this one is so cute. So something like that will go in there to give it a bit of colour and a bit of life as well. So it won't look so brown when we're done. So, oh, I like that one. Remember, in our photo, Matt is going to go there. I'm going to put that in later though. Yep. That will be a whole episode, guys, on its own, embellishing. Okay, what is next? I've got to decide. I've used that bit, but I'm thinking I don't want to use that part of it here. It's going to have a little bit of the colour. Or, oh, I love black and white stripes. Love that. Looking through my papers. Look how quickly my bench turns to an absolute mess when I get started. When you have too many beautiful papers and you don't know which one you want to use. Ooh. I must have 2 of those. Here we go. So there's a pocket here. I think I'll put that checker behind. This is only the second page and I can't decide, so I may be in trouble. May just be in trouble. Maybe bitten off more than I can chew on this one. What do you reckon? There. Just going to take that zip strip off and make it the right width. Check that it fits in. Oh, doesn't. And take a little bit more off. And I want to it's still very tight. I still think I didn't quite take enough off. There we go. Where are we going? There. Okay. So I think I'm going to put those ones there. I do have another vintage backgrounds collection. I've got another lot of this Parisian one, the Coffee in Paris, or Paris if you're very, very flash. But I do have, and I'm thinking I might work that in. 1 second, I'm going to grab it from wherever I put it. I love this collection too. So there's patterns. This was released at the same time, so I think this is meant to go with this collection, this blues, but it doesn't really go with that. Let's put that aside. But I have this here. Sorry about the crinkles. Crinkles. Oh yeah. No, love. And I've got these pieces. Oh yes. I've just done a black and white album with paper rose papers, but this one is actually different. It's a vintage one. And that is pretty. That's pretty. Okay, well, that's decided then. That's definitely coming into the album. And I'm going to start. Oh, yeah. Thankfully, I got 2 packets of that one too. Do I want to put it on that bit? And still, do I want the blue there? I think I do. And I think I'm going to do what I did before, maybe. These are going to have big photos. For sure, they're going to have big photos. Okay. So I'll show you how I'm going to tie it all in, because I'm thinking I want to have the blue there as well. And I think I want to bring in a bit of red. What's France's colours? Anybody know? Must be blue, red, and something else. Got to take off the strip. Okay. And I'm going to cut the side there. Making grey lead marks on a black and white piece of paper is not the smartest. Okay, so my photo is going to be in there somewhere, so I can rip out some of that. But I think to help with that, I'm just going to go like this, measure down a little bit, and it's going to bring a little bit of this in from the other side. So I can go like that. This is going to bring a bit of that colour. And then kind of tempted to change that up and bring that along there, because I can use the other half. That's what I'm going to do. It's a bit naughty. I can't see where I marked it. Okay. So I'm going to bring that there so it looks like it's joined, but it's not. And then that is going to go like that. And I'm trying to put this in across here, so I get just that line of that the line of the newspaper there, so it looks like it's like continued. And I may even take that so it's still the top of the newspaper. And then we can use a little bit of blue down here. I think I'm happy with that, but I'm going to need to do similar on the other side. So I'm just going to, none of this is stuck down, of course. And I will need to cut some photo mats so I know whereabouts I'm going. I might stick this piece down just so I know what I'm up to. Mixing and matching. Stick it down, Nat. Stick it down. Don't hesitate. Don't think too much. Problem is, sometimes I stick things down and then I have to rip them back up again. I'm going to put this one in first. Oh, I like that background too. Is my head in the shot? Probably is. Here we go. Getting some stuff stuck down. Now I'm going to gut this side before I stick it down because I know there's going to be a big photo there or there'll be two small ones at least. And I'll be able to use those other papers in other areas for sure. Making sure that lines up. I've got it about 1 mil out. You can see, I don't know if you can see the little line where the two papers have joined. I've left the black there, so it looks like they were meant to be somewhat like that. Okay, so I'm going to do this on this side. I have lost my scissors, so I'm going to do this. My friend recently did a wedding album for her daughter, and I have learned by her mistakes that too many layers, your album ends up really, 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 really fat. So I'm trying to learn by those mistakes and not end up with my album really, really, really too fat. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to cut a couple of 5x7 photo mats. So trying to figure out which way is the best way to cut it first. So, oops, didn't quite cut through the other end. So I'll just throw it there. Now, what I'm going to do on these, I'm just going to quickly stamp them. So I have a little stamp here. Of a camera. Now, it does have all the little sizes on it, but I'm not going to use them at this stage. I'm just going to put a little camera there. And I don't know, it just helps you remember that's what you were thinking. I'm pretty sure people would know, but you know. So, and this is just copy paper, because what I tend to do is rip these out after I put the photo, when I'm putting photos in, whether they're matted or not. So I will just take these out. Now I can go back later and put the 5x7 in if I want. But now I've done that, I'm just going to use a little bit. Oh, I had one more to stamp. I want. Just put a little bit of, and I'm not doing this to secure it forever. Just enough to tacky it to the little frame that I had, which was there. Oops. Did I glue the wrong side? I did. I glued the wrong side, guys. Take that back off. Can you guys hear my doggy scratching? He's over, Belinda, he's over in your spot in the craft room. He's sitting in your window. There's a patch of sun there, and he is lapping it up. But I can hear him scratching on the floor. I don't know. Maybe I should move his little basket over there. I should say big basket. He's a huge dog. And here's the piece that I want to gut. Now, it's important I get this on the right spot. So this is the other way. Before we kind of did the whole, and I'm going by eye, people. This could be a mistake. Let's just give it a quick measure. So just about 1.5. So up a little bit. Down a little bit. Up a little bit, down a little bit, about there. Actually, I might go up that little bit anyway, because then I can put the embellishments down the bottom. And it's going to be like this, down there, across there. So that's what I have to stay inside of. I'm going to bring my trimmer in, and I am going to have it so that there. And I want to have a little bit of wiggle room. I don't want it too tight. And that will have a nice little piece of cardstock. That I'm going to trim out and keep for Ron. So I can put a photo mat on that or something else. So now I'm going to bring that in. It's nearly time to tidy up the bench already. Okay. I've left the lid off the glue a little bit too long. Silly me. Oh, here we go. Come on. I was saying the other day I was doing something and it happened so fast. I went from being a tape girl, double-sided tape girl, to a glue girl in just a matter of months. I used to do everything with double-sided tape. I would never do stuff with glue. And now everything is done with the glue, just like that. And that is going to go on there. So I'm not going to stick down the photo mat here, guys. I'm only going to stick down the piece of cardstock behind it, so that if I do want to take out that little placeholder, I can do that easily and there's not extra bulk around, and place that over my hole that's underneath. Okay, so now I'm going to find over the same piece of cardstock. I've got quite a mess of cardstock here. Let me just pile it up over the side. We have this one, which is different, but the same. And I think that's the one that I'll use. So I'm going to cut that there, mark it. This album opens up so wide, it's hard to find any space on my bench. I've actually given up sitting down on my bench. Oh, I went through the bit there, doesn't matter. I left the little zip strip on when I cut it down there. And Oh, black and white, can't see it. Where'd I mark it? Where'd I mark it? After the S and the U there. And I'm going to do the same thing again, guys. I am going to make a photo mat and gut this, but I'll do it the opposite way. So I will have one of the photo mats. I'll need that piece. Now these are our tags, so they're going in there. We're going to need to decorate them at some stage in this long journey. Now, I stamped several of those photo mats. That's the... Oh, golly gosh, I can't believe it, guys. I've already managed to make such a mess, but I can't find anything. Oh, I love that piece too. Here we go. I'm going to put them up there. Okay. I'm thinking, I'm trying to be able to use the piece that we got out of there instead of, is that going to work? Of course, that photo mat bit's upside down. Of course it is. We run it down the bottom, but is that going to look funny? I'm thinking because I've got the other piece down the bottom. Ooh, but I think the photo mat would have to come down, the photo would have to come down 1/4 of an inch. You know, the one that I didn't stamp because, what's that, 4x4 or something? Only 5. I want it matching. I'm going to take it that way, and then, okay. So I'm going to make it matchy-matchy. I didn't want to make it matchy-matchy, but we're going to make it matchy-matchy. It will be matchy. And I'm going to do pretty much what I did before. So I'm going to take a little bit of it out from here. I am trying to save as much paper as I can, only because if I don't, I'm going to go through so many paper pads trying to complete this whole album that, yeah. And just a little, just tacky bits. And putting that on there. Oh, it was so small tacky that it didn't tack. Let's try to re-tack the small tacky bits. There we go. And let's see where we're going from here. Yeah, about there-ish. And again, I've got all those embellishments that will be right. I need to turn that. So when I turn it over, because otherwise I'll get it wrong, if I just pick it up and put it back down, it's got to go like that. And roughly, nice thing about doing it on the back is you can be pretty rough and tumbled. You're not going to need to get it perfect. So now I'm going to cut in there, just making sure I'm always within that pencil line by a good sort of ½ inch or so. I don't want to get too close to it because the photo mat won't have anything to tacky onto. And I missed a little spot just there. Pull that one out. Kind of thought, you know, an hour I'd maybe get maybe a fifth of the album done. It's been nearly an hour and I have 2 pages done. But I kind of knew this is going to take a lot of paper, but I think maybe I even underestimated even knowing. I was thinking 2 packets of the coffee in Paris and possibly, you know, whatever else. But I might have to start thinking of what could be a 3rd paper pack that will mix well with these ones, because it may have it. And I don't think it will be that patterns. I think that's too not right. Too right, not right. That's good English, isn't it, people? Too not right. Okay. So it's straightish. And again, I haven't stuck on the actual photo mat itself. Wonder if we have going to need something along the bottom there or up there, or even, what about black lace? I wonder. I have. Oh, the only problem with adding black in when somebody else has made the album for you is that every black's a different black. So this, it's nearly the right length. We can manipulate that, I'm sure. And then if we have that, we'll think about that one. I'm thinking this is quite fine. I can't even show you. Oh, that is next month's release. I shouldn't be showing it at all. Okay. Okay. So now we've got this side coming out of there. So we're probably going to want it to somehow match with that. If I got your seasick going in and out. Okay. So I do like the fact that I'm going to get lots of nice big photos. So, but I think on this one, I might want to go this way. I'm going that way on that one. Like, this is not even the first page, really. Like, look, guys, there's no way this is just so many lovely spots in here. Okay, so I think I am going to go this way. What have I got left? I have this left of that. I think I have, yeah. Do I like I'm thinking, like, I mean, there's going to be a photo of me in Paris with the Eiffel Tower, with the family, hopefully. But I have teenage kids, people, so who knows? So you know what teenagers are like. You'll try to get them to take photos. But I'm like, if I'm paying for you to be in Paris, you guys need to stand and you guys need to just preempting what and how much I want to see, whether, like, do we like that? What do we think, people? Let me know. Let me know. What do you think? Like, or it covers too much of it up, doesn't it? Let's try this side. Let's try this side. Why not? Why not? Ah. And I have the shadow of it. There we go. Just keep fiddling it. We'll get there eventually. There we go. Did anybody tell me? Oh, you like it? Maybe. You can say you don't like it. I'll only be highly offended. And I'm going to cut both of those pieces at the same time so they're exactly the same length. Yes, I'll only be highly offended if you didn't. Having awful trouble seeing on these black pieces, seeing my own pencil marks. But anyway, and I'll move my little Eiffel Tower away. Oh, I keep forgetting that's on the back. I love that green. Oh, that's what else I do have. I do have some lovely metallic-y kind of ones there. As I said earlier, I love the Paper Rose papers for the fact that they are that glossy finish. So it gives the albums a really high standard at the end. I have not long finished doing one for next month's release, which is next month's Uniquely Creative release, which is another Australian company. And excited. So what do we got? We got 10 days or something before I can share that. So it'll be really cute. It's much smaller, but again, it took loads of paper. So I really should have learnt from that, that the need for extra papers is fairly high on these. The other one that I did was not so bad in I got it out of one lot of 12 by 12s, which was really, really good. Oh, I think I cut that slightly off. I'm just going to leave it. I know it's slightly off down this side, but you know what? It's not too bad. And I don't think I'm going to worry about anything underneath that and add something later on if I want. And again, I'm just putting tiny dots on so that if I want to lift it off, to put the actual photo there and add something underneath, I can. Oops. I probably should have gutted that piece of paper though, shouldn't I? Okay. Oh, well, look what we got done. So we've got there. We're coming over. We've got all our tags here. Now, we've got a flippy bit here, tags, and some flips here. So, and then this bit here. So, oh, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So much more to go. Okay, let's think about this bit here. I've got to try not to fall into the trap of ending up using just black and white, because that is definitely a trap that I'm liable to fall into. Just going to have a little rifle back down through here. See what's going to jump out at me. This is bright, people, bright. Black and white. I think because that's going to be folded in, that bit of bright would be lovely. And just check the size of that one. So the majority of this bit is going to be a 6x4 flap. So a photo. So I don't mind not covering every little inch of the place. I don't know about you guys. Do you like to cover every little inch? But by the time you take that, you're going to have a photo there, photo there, photo there. I'm going to have to take loads and loads of photos. So we can use, where's the coffee cups? Where's the coffee cups? Put them back there before I lose them. One of the other albums I did, I put some tags out of a place and I could not figure where to put those tags back. Never found the hole for them again. There was a piece with coffee cups on it. Did I use the other side of it? Oh, that green just makes me happy. The other side of this blue. Nope. How can I not find it? Coffee cups. Oh, it's on that beautiful big piece. Oh, dear. Okay. So we've got that for the front, though. And these pieces, what's going on there? I'm not sure what's this bit for. I'm assuming there's just 6x4s go. Can you use it as a pocket? I might have to go and investigate that before I decorate that bit. I'm not sure how that bit goes. That's bright. I do love it, but it's bright. I think it's going to be the coffee cups, guys. And I think we're going to leave this little strip on the bottom of it so that when I lift those bits, yes, I've stopped talking because I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm wondering whether so there's a section there. Oh, guys, I think I've built it upside down. Uh-oh. No, because surely I haven't, because the pocket opens that way. Pocket's not going to open upside down, but then when I just went here, that has tags up that way. How do the tags and stuff not fall out? I'll figure that one out. Okay, but let's not panic. I haven't built it upside down. You know what? This might have to be the whole of Europe's. I may have to do, there's going to be enough room in here, I reckon, to do all of Europe. Oh, I'm damaging that bit. Or I could at least add my Disneyland pictures in, I think. I think I've really underestimated how much space is in this beautiful album. So I tend to think about what is the biggest pieces and what needs covering before other pieces. So does that go there? And oh, that opens as well. Oh my gosh, I think I'm in trouble. That has not helped me decide what I was putting there. Not in the slightest, people. Okay, I said I wasn't going to let myself go black and white all the time, wasn't I? This is not black and white. It's grey. Look at this piece. I'm in love. What am I going to do? I've got to stop and I've got to just stick some pieces down. And that bit there. Oh, I want to use all of them. For my son, it won't be let's take a coffee break. It will be let's take a tea break. He's addicted to tea. And his highlight, he thinks, of his trip is going to be a high tea in London. So I hope that's true. I hope it's high tea in London for him. Okay. I'm going to put a 4x4 photo here because it's going to be at the front. So why not? And then, so I'm thinking ahead here. I'm thinking like gelato or those kind of things there. So the rest of it can be quite plain, I think. And this is where I've got to think whether I'm introducing a third paper pack now. Let's see. Let me have a little wander around my crafting. Okay. Had a little wonder. It's got a little bit of the greens. I think that will work okay with bits and pieces. Like, it's not going to clash with the red. Clash with that. There's a whole lot of stickers here. So this is close to my heart. Question I'm going to clash. Yep. I am going to introduce some of this, and I think I'm going to use that piece there, because then when I put a photo, and I can put, maybe not. Yep, that piece. Problem solved. And now I've got some more papers to work with, because I am going to need more, and I'm probably better off to introduce them now so that I can use them in the album, because if I don't introduce them now, what's going to happen is that when I get towards the end, if I have to introduce another piece, I then will find it really difficult, because it will look like I've added it at the end, which I will have, but like it's much easier to open. Oh, which way does this go? Which way does it go? Doesn't matter which way, I think. There we go. There we go. So now we've got our third paper set. I've got one more in mind, which is like a metallic one, which I might bring over as well and open it up. But I think we're going to need all of it. Very hard to see that there. And I'm going to cut a photo mode that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, because the 4 is going to be just a little bit too big. Do that now. And I will stamp that one as well a little bit later. So there we go. How are we going, everybody? Is everybody just chilling, watching, or just like going, she's mad, she's mad? Somebody call someone, she's absolutely stark raving mad. Wouldn't blame you if you did. That would be really cute there. But of course we wouldn't. I need to cut that straight. We would have to do a little tickety bit there. Move this over just a little. on the other side of this, nope, it was different paper. Okay, so I'm just continuing to fill in all these bits and pieces. Though I think it's nearly time for a snack break. Now, I don't know whether I want this to go. Let's just cut it there and see if we want to go over the. Do I want it to go in that crease? It's hard working with the little lip of the thing there because you can't really get this flat. I'm going to have a piece left over. I'm actually going to go. Maybe I should try get it straight. What do you reckon? Do you think we should do it straight? Okay, so that piece is going to go there. And I'm only going to have the barest little border on that side. Okay, people, what have I done with my glue? It should be right there somewhere. Okay, I'm going to blame the dog because the dog always eats things. But I'm pretty sure it's not the dog's fault. Come on, guys. Where is it? It must be just here somewhere. I've lost the glue. Oh, there it is. It's rolled all the way over there. So obviously this is going to be a couple of sessions to get this done, like 50,000 sessions. So I will have to have another go another time, probably next week sometime. I don't know, because I'm recording this one live. I just won't, like, if I'm going to do something, I might as well talk to some people while I do it and just get out there and do it live. And so, yeah, but I don't know if I'll do them all live or whether I'll just record some. I'll probably put this on replay, sped up, lots and lots. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if you can even see that. See, it's just got a little gap there. And then we will be able to put, you know, probably some smaller photos, and I think they will get matted. Just like those. So that will be what I will put there. Okay, guys, I am going to go have some lunch and pretend I'm normal, which I'm not. I would will come back to this and do a little bit more. As I said, I don't know whether it will probably be Monday when I come back to this one and continue just mucking around with it and seeing where I get to. But I'd love to see or hear what you think. Hope you have a wonderful day and we'll see you soon. Bye.